What's going on, guys? The one, the only Warkle Fool. Today we're going to be talking about desks. And what I'm going to do is try to design my own. I've seen some IKEA hacks, that's fine, but then when the guy cuts into a table, or I guess you want to call it a closet, they cut in half, it's compressed wood. That's not something I want. I want real wood for my desk to have the weight, distribution that it can handle everything that I plan to put on it and everything like that, because I'm actually getting interested in racing simulation. I can't really have a good gaming experience if I have the steering wheel and I'm literally this far away looking at the screen. So look how close I am. That is ridiculously close. It's probably going to be a clamp, and so I'll probably be about here. But the desk isn't wide enough so where I could back up, here and race. I know I'm cut off, but be able to see everything. So I'm thinking about getting a racing sim. I'm coming up with the design of how I would want it. I'm debating if I want a full rectangular table or if I would want to get a jigsaw and kind of do an indentation of where the racing wheel would go. And also, that racing wheel would be going kind of under a tier. So, this is going to be a tier 2 table design that I'm coming up with. Basically, from dimensions of me measuring, it's going to be 1 inch by 30 inches by 79. So the 1 inch is the thickness. So thickness. The width is going to be 30 inches, and then 79 inches for the length. And then the second uh, top, or I guess you would say tier 2 top, that's going to be 3/4 of an inch by 16 by 39.5. And basically what I did is just divided 79 into 2, and that's unless I did my calculator thing wrong, since I'm all tired. So let me make sure I am. Yes, it'll be 39.5. And what I want to do, I'm not sure what the angle is. I'm probably going to have to get a protractor. Go figure, I'll be using a protractor. God, since high school? Middle school protractor? This is when the last time I've used one, so I'm going to do that. And I'm thinking of doing either a 45, yeah, about a 45 degree angle would look pretty sharp. Um, Basically, I would want to have it coming out like this. So on either side, it's going to be a sharp edge going in and then straight across. So think of it as a trapezoid. Believe it or not, I still remember that. Holy crap. So think of it as almost a trapezoid design where I'm basically taking half of the width and then half the length to put a tier on top. So this would be held on by metal brackets. I don't know how much it's going to cost at all. I'm guessing probably 500 bucks, depending on. I need to really turn on this autofocus. Probably going to be between $300 to $500, depending on the cost of materials. I can already reduce the cost of material already because I already have these IKEA legs. So that's about 60, 70 bucks right there I could save. And for the wood, I'm not sure where to look. For wood, I know there's like Home Depot, there's Lowe's. So I'm debating if I want to find wood that's uh, been planed out, even, and have a biscuit cut in the center. And if you don't know what a biscuit cut is, it's almost like making a small indentation inside the wood, and you have this wooden piece essentially that's really thin, and you put it in every so inches or feet or whatever to have rigidity, and you can glue that in, and then you have this one big solid surface of a table. So that's one design I'm thinking of. I'm just designs are going all through my head right now, but I like this design that I have right here, and here it is. If you don't believe me, I am not a artist by any means. I rough hand the crap first, and then once I get into the more articulate stuff that I want to get into, and then I start to be all fancy. I'll start using a straight edge or a ruler to make the design a little bit more feasible on paper so people can understand it. Um, just gotta find a friend that's willing to help me out to let them use their garage for probably about a weekend. Because I'm debating once I get that together, you can use oil for it. I forgot what kind, like linseed oil, I think. You can use beeswax. I learned that from uh, RW from Mountain Storm. He's a really, really great woodworker. If he was here in Colorado, I would easily hire him to design a desk and everything like that. But I know if he were to build me a desk, that shipping from the Appalachian Mountains, which he's in Virginia, to Colorado would be probably brain damage. But he does really great quality work. So now I got to think of the wood. Um, do I want maple, oak, so on and so forth? If I had it, you can I guess you can say raw burgundy, but I really, really love the color of mahogany wood. How it's nice and warm. I just like the color of it. I've liked the color of it since I was like 15, 16 years old. Of that kind of I just wanted to work with it, but didn't have the opportunity to when I was in woodworking class. So that's the design, and then now you're gonna ask, well, how did you come up with these dimensions? One is the desk that I have. I measured that out and basically copied the similar dimensions. But then for the tier 2, what I had to do is measure this huge stand that I have, and it's about probably 16 inches, maybe a little under, but it's 16 inches long, and that's why I had to make that 16 inches for that. Or what I could do is get an adapter which eliminates the base bottom of the Ergotech stand, and then I could go to the Whitestream Gaming forums and use an adapter essentially where you do 5 holes and you're mounting the pole via that way versus using the base. So I'm still deciding on if I want to do that or not. It would be cool to get rid of this huge base because right now this setup is kind of crappy, and here I'll show you what I mean. So when I'm gaming, I essentially have, if you can see this, oh, okay, you can see it perfect. Essentially, this right here is the base of the monitor stand, and so on top of that is my keyboard. So that's kind of annoying because it does it on an awkward angle. So I pretty much game like this, and I don't like the keyboard being on here at all. I much rather have it closer to me and have more room for my mic, which is right next to me as well. I'm debating if I want to put an indentation like I said before. So let's just draw a little fancy, get all fancy like here since we're drawing. So essentially you draw this here, boom, okay, it comes out 16 inches. So I would maybe do something in the center where something like that, and then go something like this. Something like that right here instead of straight, but a curved line to have somewhere where I can mount my racing wheel and get in kind of close, but I'm not so close to the monitor where I'm not going to see everything. So that's just a couple of designs floating in my head. So yeah, so this might be the next project depending on the funds and everything. figure you guys you might be interested in it as well. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate the support. And as always, comment, subscribe, rate this video, click that like button, and you guys always have a great day now. Bye.